Let's start here with God's blessing. So Dr. Sammy, there's a new feature added. Just by installing this program or tool on my device, it gives me, as you can see here, my name is Sammy Safan. And here, of course, if I click on help and then on the word about, it will tell me that my license is valid for 14 days. And of course, I downloaded it yesterday. I downloaded it yesterday because, of course, whenever I finish, I download it. Whenever I finish, I download it again. But I download it to a new email. That is, okay, let's start with God's blessing. I will explain to you each session from these. Each section, I will clarify it. I won't leave you until you can produce nice interactive content, and you can also show you have done great work at the university. The student won't feel like they're missing the teacher, as they are always interacting with the slides and feeling more engaged. All research in the field of e-learning has stated students are in an online space, and this online space needs guidance. So here we will start explaining the session. In the session, there will be narration, insert options, the content library, presentation, publishing, and types of code we'll publish. All research in the field of e-learning is exhausting. They talked about the fact that the student is in an electronic space. This electronic space needs someone to follow up with him and work with him. This is where we will start. Explaining the session. Of course, in the session, there is nutrition, insertion, content library, presentation, publishing, and kind of code. We'll publish. Okay, I'll start from the contents of the library, which is, yes, the contents of the library. When you design, the first thing you need to do is choose templates you'll be working with. And honestly, they are creative. I will click on the first thing I will work on. As soon as I click on slide templates here, of course, I'm working on the Thrill, which is a trial version. By the way, I started explaining. The screen is stable. If I say, is the screen stable for you? Is the screen stable for you? Is the screen not clear for you? If it's clear for you, press 1. If it's clear for you, press 1, everyone. Dr. Mohammed Abbas? Dr. Fatima is saying it's clear, doctor. All right, anyone who has a problem with the screen, please exit and come back in. As long as there are people whose screens are changing, as long as some people's screens are changing, then the problem is on your end. I have a very strong connection and everything is clear on my end. So if you have a problem, you can enter I am in 5G or I am in 5G. So you can exit and come back in. There's no problem. Dana will walk you through it. All right, let's start by looking at the first thing, which is to choose timeless. Pay attention now. Any timeless here, it's written. Whether you will be working on timeless for the computer or the smartphone. No, I'm working on the computer. Okay, here, it gives you options. It asks if you want opening screens, meaning introductory screens. Of course, everyone, this will delay us. The screen is indeed stable. Okay, I don't know what to say. Should I exit and come back in? All right, just a moment. I'll exit and come back in. Just a moment, everyone. Let me exit and come back in. There might be a problem. All right, I hope the screen is clear for you now. So let's start displaying the screens. Is the screen clear for you? Absolutely excellent. May God bless you. We trust in God. We trust in God. So here, start with God's blessing. I have the first thing. Okay, just in case there are people who missed the last point, I'm saying that today we will explain the tool. The first tool I'll explain here is the section called Content Library. First, I'll show you how to use the templates. Here you have a set of templates that make your design and work much easier. So I'll click on Slide Templates. In a little 10 minutes, so I click on the slide. Here you have a set of ready-made slides. In the trial version, some slides are free, others are locked. In the commercial version, all slides are free, plus 100 slides of each type daily. They gave me many slides. The school offers a large set of slides. They are sufficient. Some might say, I want professional work, Dr. Sammy, and access locked slides I like. That's something to consider. Commerce means the commercial version. All these chips will be yours for free, and your alternative is 100 chips in each type of country for free per day, which gave me a lot of slides. The school related to this arrow provides you with a very large set of slides, which are free and really good. Some people might say, I want to do professional work, Dr. Sammy. I want to access the ones that are marked with a lock because I really like them. Do you want to create a presentation for a computer or for a smartphone? I want to do it on the computer. There are types, there are opening screens. If you click on them, it will show you the opening screens. Here in the opening section, you have just 3 screens, which are these 3 screens, notification screens, and the section screen, and the content. Anyway, to not take too long, I'm telling you first, do you want to create a presentation for a computer or for a smartphone? You want to do it. Okay, I'll say no, I want to do it on the computer. No, I'm going to publish it on Blackboard and stuff, and there are types. I'm telling you, there are opening screens. If you click on them, it will show you the opening screens. And here in the opening section, you have just 3 screens, which are these 3 screens. Like, these are the navigation screens that we call the main menu or main topics in our academic language. If we have the section screen, which is the lesson title or unit title, and we have the content, which is free, you can follow the free templates available, which are the navigation display screens that we call the primary main menu or the main subject topics in our academic language, such as in our educational system. If we had the section screen, which is the title of the lesson or the title of the unit, and we had the content, which is free, for example, in this context. You are following the free cashbacks. You are following the free cashbacks. Since you are designing content, it gives you many free options that allow you to create many units. You can design your content, which is the content, and then you have the screen that we call the conclusion screens. It gives you the summary and the conclusion clearly. I will start with the opening. Is that good? I want to gather them to show up without problems. You can do that, but I'm focusing on what to start with and need next. So I will get the title screen first. Any course or educational content must have a title, so I will get the title screen, then the objectives screen. It has a nice design for the title, objectives, and terminology screens. So I will click on insert, as we can see, and I will immediately get the title screen. Is that good? I want to gather them all to show up properly. You can do that, but I'm trying to focus on what to start with and need next. So I will get the title screen first. Every course needs a title, so I will get the title screen, then the objective screen. The title screen design is nice, then the objective screen, and then the terminology or definition screen. So I will click on insert and get the title screen. Now, I will start by putting the name of my course. You don't have to struggle. Dr. Sammy, what do you mean by not having to struggle? It means it chooses the background for you, and you can change the background. I will teach you to change backgrounds and images. It gives a matching color and provides font sizes, so no worries. For example, this is the course, or I'm going to talk about Unit 1, so I will write Unit 1 here. And I will start by putting the name of my course. Here, you don't have to struggle with anything. Someone might ask me, Dr. Sammy, what do you mean by not having to struggle? It means that it has chosen the background for you. And of course, you can change the background. I will teach you how to change backgrounds and images and all that. But it has given you a color that matches this background, and it provides you with font sizes, both larger and smaller, so you don't have to worry about anything. For example, I can say, this is the course, or I can say, I'm going to talk about Unit 1. So I will write Unit 1 here. For example, a computer principles or computer principles, right? This is the first thing. Do you want to describe this first unit? For example, it will talk like this. This first unit talks about, for example, the hardware and software components and computer viruses, for example, in these ways. So I put that. Now someone might say, Dr. Sammy, what if I change the background? This is completely different. I mean, if you change it like this, you just delete it and the background is gone. So you can do that. We all know that in PowerPoint, all our work will be in the iceberg suite. In PowerPoint, select insert, then picture. use a prepared background that fits your subject. For example, for computer science, find a matching background, get a computer-related picture, arrange the picture, send it to the back or set as background, ensure it expresses the scientific material, change, adjust, enlarge, or shrink as needed. And if the picture is like this, just keep in mind that this picture might cover the title completely. We're used to standing on a picture, so you can arrange the picture, you can send it to the back, bring it to the back, or set it as the background. It will start to show up behind it, but the picture should express the scientific material you are presenting. Okay, I don't want to take too long on this part. I can change the background, adjust everything, and of course you can enlarge or shrink it as you wish. I don't want to take too long with you on this part. I can change the background, and I can adjust things and fix everything. And of course, you can enlarge or shrink it however you want.